Today I'm going to talk about completing the projects in SAM. This is for if you've never completed a project before in the SAM program, or if you have used SAM before but it's been a while and you don't quite remember. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my browser and go to the SAM website, which is sam2010.course.com, and I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now when I get logged in, my screen's going to look a little different for a few minutes until I get into student view. And so now my screen should look somewhat like yours. And if you are a continuing student, you may be seeing all of the assignments from all of the SAM classes you've ever taken. If that's the case, go ahead and click on the drop-down arrow under Section, and then go ahead and choose our section, Hale BTEC 169 Winter 2013. And then click the search button. What that does is filter out everything except the 169 assignments. So then remember from the other day that there's more than one page of assignments here. So I am looking for the first project for the first tutorial, which happens to be called Project 1A. And that's on the second page here. And when I find the project that I want to work on, I'm just going to click on it. And then I have, I can click OK. And when the project window opens up, you're going to see that there are two files to download. One of them is the instructions file, which I'm going to go ahead and click on, and then click Open. And it opens all of the instructions for that project. And as we talked about on Wednesday, at the end of the project instructions, there's a figure that shows what your worksheet should look like when you're all done. So the first instruction on the instructions is always the most important one, and we'll come back to that one in just a minute. Either print out a copy of your instructions so you can refer to it, or save a copy of your instructions to your thumb drive, and you can read them on the screen if you so choose. I'm going to minimize this window for a minute, and then I'm going to go back to the SAM website, and I'm going to download my start file. So I'm just going to click on that link, and then I'm going to click Open, and that opens up my start file. And you'll notice that your name is in it, and then there's this special code here. Those should never ever be changed. Then I'm going to click Enable Editing, and I'm going to go ahead and save my file. I'm going to do File, Save As, and if you go back to your instructions, you'll see that the first instruction tells you to do that, exactly what I'm doing. You're going to save your file with a new name, and the new name is just that you're going to change this 1 up here to a 2. So I'm going to go back to Excel, and rather than retyping the whole file name, I'm just going to click in the file name and backspace that 1 out and type in the 2. And then go ahead and click Save. So then I'm ready to switch to the first worksheet and get to work on the instructions. And as we talked about in class, you're going to follow those instructions to the letter. And once you are done with all of the instructions, save your your worksheet and then check it and recheck it before you submit it. And if you make any edits, make sure that you save again. So the last thing you're going to do before you're ready to upload is you're going to save the file. You're going to close Excel, and then we're going to return to the SAM program. So I've saved my file, closed Excel. I'm back here in SAM in the Project 1 window. And now I'm going to go down here to Browse. I'm going to click Browse. And Browse opens up the libraries on my computer so that I can navigate to where I've stored the file, whether that be on my hard drive or on a USB drive. So I stored it on my hard drive, and I'll just scroll through here and find it. There it is. I'm going to click on it, then click Open, and you should see the path showing up in the file location here. And I'm going to click Submit. And this window should show up if everything's okay with the submittal. And I'm going to wait a few minutes. Sometimes it takes 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes it goes through just like that. Sometimes it's longer. But when I'm ready to see how I did, I'm going to click on Results. And then here with Report Type, I'm going to choose Project. And it doesn't look like it's processed yet. This is one that I did earlier, so I'll show this one to you. So when you're ready to look at the results, you find the project in the list. And then next to it there's a link that says Download. And I'm going to click on Download and click Open. And this opens up this file, the results file, and shows me how I did on the project. So my score is 76 out of 100, so I did some things wrong. I need to fix some stuff. And so everything that's in red here represents something that I didn't do correctly. Also, this is a spreadsheet, it's a workbook, and so if I click on the Sheet tab where my work is, I can go in and there are comments embedded in the worksheet in the spots where I've made mistakes. So I apparently left income statement out there. And then apparently I made a typo here. And I forgot a formula, and it didn't like what I did with the formula there. So what I can do is print this grade result summary out, or just leave it up on the screen, and open up the original file and make those changes. So I'm just going to leave mine up on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my original file, and then I can work in my original file here and make the changes that I'm seeing listed on that grade results summary. So I'm just going to pretend that I've done that. I would then save. I would close this workbook, and I can close this as well. I would go back to SAM assignments. I would go back to my project 1, or my project 1A, and click on that. And I've used up all my attempts on this one, but if I had not, I could again click OK and go back to that place where I can browse and upload the file. So that's the basic information for completing a SAM project.